So, nakakalungkot yung balita, no, na shinare ng ating kababayan doon sa Facebook na nagtatrabaho sa Hong Kong dahil ang laki na daw ng kanyang ginastos sa application niya papunta dito sa Canada, only to find out that her application got refusal for work permit issuance. So, ano nga ba ang dahilan kung bakit na-refuse ang mga work permit applications? So, number one, dito sa reasons related to applicant's intent and background. Maybe yung background ni applicant has an insufficient ties to the home country. So parang the officer could see that you don't have a plan to return or go back to your country. That's why it's refused. Another is ineligibility or inadmissibility. So the applicant may be found inadmissible to Canada for reasons like being unable to perform the work sought or posing a threat to public health or safety. For example, you have a previous record, so you are not admissible here in Canada. Another is previous unauthorized work or study. There is a history of unauthorized work or failure to comply with previous permit conditions that can lead to refusal. For example, you are an international student before, and then you are not compliant when it comes to the terms and conditions that IRCC have imposed for an international student like you. So that could be a reason why your work permit is refused. So it could also be a job offer relation or a reason why your permit is being denied. For example, your job offer is questionable. So the job offer may be inconsistent with details on the labor market impact assessments, or there's lack of credibility sa trabaho na ino-offer ng employer mo. Another, the employer is non-compliant. So the employer might have a history of violations, not complying with regulations, or being ineligible to hire foreign workers. So, for example, ikaw, nominee ka ng employer mo. So okay yung pag-apply mo nung una. And then, your employer got a violation here in Canada. So, hindi na siya eligible to hire a foreign employer. So that could be a reason why your work permit is being refused. So next is reasons related to the application itself. So another one is incomplete or inaccurate documentation. For example, your documents is questionable. For example, there is a missing documents, kulang yung documents na pinasa mo, or hindi consistent doon yung mga information that you have provided to the IRCC. So it can cause or raise red flags for the immigration officer. Yes, so that's why my advice to those who are applying in the future is to make sure that your employment history is legit and valid. Do not try to lie when it comes to your experiences, to your qualifications, because at the end of the day, the officers could discover that to the point that kahit PR or citizen ka na nare-revoke yung citizenship mo or yung PR status mo, it's because kapag na-found out nila nag-fake ka ng documents, sayang ang pinaghirapan mo. So, always be truthful when it comes to your application. Another is lack of proof of qualifications. You don't meet the qualifications or the criteria. For example, the applicant did not demonstrate that they possess the necessary qualifications or work experience for the offered position. So, it could also cause a refusal for your work permit. So, what to do if your application is refused? First, review the refusal letter. So, the refusal letter from IRCC will state the reasons for the denial. Actually, mas detailed sila ngayon kasi before, if they will say na na-refuse yung permit mo, they don't provide specific reasons why you're being refused. But right now, there is a new order that IRCC should put the reasons for denial. Another thing that you can do after refusal is you should gather the missing information. For example, kulang ka. Halimbawa, sa requirements mo, dapat naka-assess doon sa WES or sa ICES yung TOR mo. Kung yun lang yung problema, edi sa next application mo, i-correct mo na to and then you reapply, no? I-provide mo yung mga kulang documents, correct these issues, and then apply again. And another, or the third one or last one, is you should consult an immigration professional. For complex cases or to understand your options, you should better seek advice from an immigration lawyer or consultant, and make sure that the immigration lawyer and consultant is not a fake, okay? Baka maya gumastos ka lang and then only to find out na fake pala yung na-hire mo. Naku po, patay kang bata ka. Naging cost din minsan yan ng imbis na umokay yung application mo, pero nung you should also be careful when seeking for immigration consultant or lawyer. Kailangan legit ang hanapin nyo para hindi kayo magsisi when it comes to your expenses sa mga gagastusin nyo. Make sure na tama ang taong pinupuntahan nyo dahil baka ma-scam kayo, guys. Sa dahil ba naman ng mga scammer ngayon. So, dun lang po kayo maniniwala sa mga legit. Okay, so yun po yung mga gagawin. So, siguro, it's either isa doon sa reasons na sinabi ko kung bakit na-refuse ang work permit ng kabayan natin sa Hong Kong, which is nakakasad naman talaga. Siyempre, sino ba naman ang ayaw na makapunta dito sa Canada? Pero minsan kasi may kasabihan tayo na, if it's for you, it's for you. It will happen. Pero wag mawalan ng pag-asa. In case na hindi siya umukay, may chance pa.